on the way this time. Cool, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature, it's just that you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I'm in a papa, you can be the mom.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
immortal. Let's get ready to rumble!
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the championship round here at CFR Widecrest for our NasTrucks Monday night. Joining me in the cob box is my good friend and fellow commentator, Tyler Sheaf. Mate, welcome back to the championship round. I hope you're excited.
Oh, I absolutely am. This is completely different to what we have been racing every other week. It is at Sonoma with the NasTrucks. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, this is going to be a stellar run tonight. The boys have been out there practicing a fair bit this week. I've spoken to a few of the drivers looking forward to this one. Some are not looking forward to it because they don't really like to turn white very often. But first announcement on screen, Mr. Peter Baxter is repping the new CFR livery for season 2, so he's got that on the truck tonight, debuting that for us. So looking amazing on track. So
that's a very nice livery. I might add that. Very nice livery.
Well, that was actually done through a fellow member of the league, actually. So It's excellent work, and we'll announce a little bit more about that later on in the week as we try and get through some more of our reveals and stuff. But Tyler, we got a little championship battle going on here, don't we?
Oh, it's just very small, you know. It's just not 10 plus drivers in the mix of it, isn't it?
Well, I mean, in the Open, I think the top 6 could actually walk away with this championship tonight. And then in the fixed series, so for anyone who's just tuned in, if you look at the top of where the ticker is, the red boxes indicate our open drivers and the blue indicate our fixed. Now, this man on screen, Mr. Kyle Ridley, potentially could walk away with 2 championships tonight, barring a really bad result.
Yeah, well, and the bad thing about it, in the mixed points, Kyle Ridley is only 8 points behind Darren Robb, which is only a handful of positions, and depending how clean the racing is tonight, getting the bonus point or getting a penalty point might make or break the championship for one of these boys.
Yeah, exactly right, Tyler. And look, you know, this is going to come down to the wire. So tonight's format is going to be very similar, but a little bit different. So we're going to run our racing, and then we'll go to our race review as we normally do. Then after our race review, don't go anywhere. We will be back. The 3 directors will be in to announce and declare our champions for this season. So don't go away after the racing tonight. Plenty to come. And it is literally down to the wire. So we're not going to know until we get any penalty points that are deducted or bonus points added as to where these boys stack up. But it is very, very close.
Yeah, so if we go through the mixed points, obviously, as said earlier, Darren Robb is in the lead. 8 points behind him is Kyle Ridley, which is fantastic for him, being in the fixed setup in P2 overall. Then just right behind him, he's only raced 5 races, Jason Holdsworth in P3. He's only 5 points behind Kyle Ridley himself, so that's 13 in total from the leader. The way how he's going, I wouldn't be surprised if he sneaks into first place, but we've got to see what happens earlier. Then Glenn Wilkinson in P4, again only 3 points behind Jason for the podium as well. So another 2 drivers as well that's very close behind, Brian Blundell and Julian Mookie as well. So any one of these boys can win depending on the results.
Yeah, exactly right. And you're looking, if we flick over to our standings, we'll hide that ticker from it. You're looking at the board there. Darren Robb currently sitting P5, Kyle Ridley P6. And you said Jason Holdsworth currently P2 on our standings. And actually a surprise package tonight. Dylan Gray at the top of the table is. I know he's not in the championship, but that could just be the cat amongst the pigeons there with having a non-full-time drive. And that looks like Pete Baxter with a huge off. Let's just quickly throw back. Oh, there goes the new livery. Scratch the new truck. Oh, Pete, what have you done? Pete Baxter just making sure the paint holds up. So thank you for that, Pete. But yeah, as we're saying, we're Dylan Gray. That could be the cat amongst the pigeons here with Jace Holdsworth running in that P2 range. So Kyle Ridley and Darren Robb want a bit of work to do, and Glenn Wilkinson back there in 11th. So again, who was behind Glenn? Was that Julian or was that?
Brian Blundell.
Oh, Blundell.
He's the next one behind.
So he's in P15.
Julian's only 1 point behind Brian Blundell. So, yeah, these boys are very, very close in points.
So mark those names down, folks. You're looking at Jason Holdsworth, Darren Robb, Kyle Ridley, Glenn Wilkinson, and Brian Blundell. Mark those names in your book because it could be anybody's race out there tonight, and this is going to be stellar. I mean, it is a road circuit, as we said before. We are at Sonoma. We are building into quali. But yeah, this is interesting. And look who's on screen, mate. It's your teammate and good buddy, Dougie Gowlinger. He's out there having a crack. Again, P18. Yeah. I mean, he's not fast, but he's out there.
Yeah, we did a bit of practicing last night, and yeah, it was sending him loopy, I reckon, just doing donuts every corner, just trying to figure out how to drive the car on the circuit.
Well, this would be really different for him compared to the things that he drives, especially now that motion sim. This would really give him a lot of feedback through that car, I would think.
Yeah, I think he just trying to get his head around it. A lot of question marks on the way how the car's supposed to feel and how he's supposed to react under the throttle and under the braking point. He's got a lot to learn on this truck. He's pretty much a rookie, but we'll see later on in the night. Hopefully he just continues developing speed.
Yeah, I mean, it does take a lot to tame these beasts. Like these are a different animal to drive on a road circuit versus the ovals. The skill and the dexterity that goes into driving these, and just understanding the car, like where to, apply the throttle, how to apply the throttle. It's not just a case of jump on the gas and go. It's you've got to feather this thing around. As you would well know, you've got to drive these things to a number because they don't want they don't look after tyres. They don't do any of that, do they? They really do not give you that life you're expecting as a road racer.
Yeah, well, the weird thing about it, you can't touch a curb. If you touch a curb, you're gone. Especially, I think there's one certain curb on the back straight. Ooh, geez, donuts there.
Mickey just coming through what would be turn 6, and just that highlights what you're saying, though, isn't it? It's about the back of the car.
Yeah, the throttle is absolutely critical in this. I definitely, when I was practicing yesterday, just putting a couple laps in and seeing what the car does at this track, and I know for certain once you get to the high revs, all of a sudden the back end just wants to let loose, which is pretty bizarre, because normally when you're racing a road circuit car, the back end doesn't lose, traction at the end, so it's very confusing for us circuit drivers that normally drive in a normal car. But these trucks though, I think Dylan Gray is a magician because he managed to get his head around it very easily, which is very surprising.
Yeah, it is a different beast, but again, I think you'll find the guys who run supercars will generally have a better understanding of these cars. They'll understand how to control that throttle input and make those necessary driving adjustments, because there's not really much you can adjust in these cars. Obviously there is no ABS, there is no traction control. So you've got to drive these things on the right foot and very gently, as you saw Mickey Lock before, just rotating down here where Bryce Beddings is. But it's funny you talk about that, because when you get these tyres really hot, they lose a lot of grip as well. So it's about trying to go fast without burning up tyres and trying to keep the tyres under you for as long as possible.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game for everyone tonight to maintain tyres, because once you spin, that's it, your tyres are cooked, you got no traction, so when you think, oh yeah, I'm fine and dandy, it takes a couple of laps to actually get your tyres back into optimum temperature. That's if you haven't put a flat spot on it or just completely killed the tyres. So it's going to be very difficult, and I wouldn't be surprised that when people are battling side by side with each other, when if someone makes a mistake, they're going to have difficulties to try and catch up, even if there's a safety car for them.
Yeah, well, we do have the safety car in action tonight for the road circuit. Now, I have been informed by the boys up in race direction that it will work as per our normal road safety cars. They will have to request to tow. They will have to wait for approval to tow, and then you'll obviously get the guys back out and underway. Now, this is only a 30-lap race, I believe, so it can be done on one fuel cycle. However, it's going to be tyres. Tyres are not going to last around this space. We see Kyle getting a little loose there off the final corner. But yeah, tyres, big key point tonight.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, there's been a few races that we've seen people struggle on tyres when they come to the later end of their stints, especially when there is no safety car. So these boys here, they got a lot of challenge to do. I know for sure that once, like the back marker's got a fair bit of gap between himself and up front, so if racing stays clear, it'll be 10 laps before the front markers get to the back markers, and that can open up the game, I reckon, because it makes one simple mistake, they cook their tyres and everyone behind them just catch up.
Yeah, no, exactly right. This is, like, again, I don't know how much you've done at Sonoma in general, but it's a very hard circuit to pass on this layout. So you've got to really set up those passes. And if you do happen to get to a back market, you're not just going to be able to breeze on by like you did at an oval, because, you know, corners go left and right. So
yeah, there's going to be a lot of following the leader in this. Just making sure that you just pick your time correctly, because these cars, you try to move around on the track, and if you do, you just warm up your tyres too much, and when you go to step on the exit of the corner or something like that, your tyres might be a little bit too hot, and you lose the back end, and there goes your race. So this has got to be a lot of patience for everyone in here right now.
yeah, no, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. As we do see the clock now, we're just on 9 minutes. This is a week full of announcements, and tonight we can announce that the trucks will be back for another season. So, for all you NasTruck fans out there, we are coming back for another full season of trucks, commencing, I will give you the date, commencing on the 10th of July. So tonight is the championship round, and we go into a 3-week break. We do have a couple of things planned during that break, but then we'll be back on the 10th of July with the commencement of season 2 for this series of the open and fixed trucks. So I don't know about you, Tyler, but I'm excited, mate. I think this has been a really good series to sort of watch and broadcast on, and just see the boys develop a different set of skills racing around, you know, open and fixed together, and just bringing a different element to truck racing.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct about that. You know, I'm looking forward to see what tracks we've got available for next season, but I hope there's another dirt one, you know, play a bit of game, and another road circuit as well. It just opens up a different driving style, and you know, if you're not used to going in circles on an oval, you know, or you rather drive on dirt, or you rather be on a track like Sonoma, just, you know, give a crack and, you know, have a bit of fun.
Well,
that could be a bit of a variety.
I can confirm there is 0 dirt next season.
Oh, that
and
sucks.
there is 2 road courses. So there we go. There's a little insight in the next season. Can't say too much. All will be available on our socials and in our Discord. So if you haven't joined our Discord, on the Kick and YouTube side, click on the Discord link. Come and join us. Come and get ready for the 10th of July. Come and get your trucks sorted. Get your window banners on. Get your paints on. Get your team together and come and have a race. This is fast turning into one of our Premier Leagues, which is rather interesting and rather fun at the same time, because there's been a lot of interest surrounding this all season, and just slowly building to a point where we can have 21 drivers on track any given night. So it's definitely not full capacity. We do and can go to 60 cars, but this has been very good this season with the quality of racing and the standards that these guys have upheld.
No, I'm definitely going to say, you know, I should say congrats to everyone that's involved with Checkered Flag Racing, including all the race directors, for obviously putting it on for us, and allowing everyone to have a bit of fun on a Monday night, and not just that, Wednesday night is a Tin Tops on Friday night. So I should say thank you very much for that while I'm at it. Let's just see Pete on the dirt.
We sort of just take a shortcut, yeah. He's really given that new paint job a workout, but no, I mean, again, it is credit to the back scene people. Without those guys doing the things they do, we certainly wouldn't be where we are. So It has been doubted. Like there has been some doubt around this series, but I think we've shown that the series can work. You know what I mean? Like this fixed and open. Well, I mean, let's just recap on the championship for a minute. We have a fixed driver who could potentially walk away with 2 championships here tonight. That doesn't happen anywhere. I'm sorry to say, but that's a whole new concept, and that doesn't happen. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays out tonight.
The thing is, if Kyle does win the championship, I think he's done it the hard way and the fair way as well, because these open setup boys should have a setup that allows the car to flow around the corners nice and neat compared to a set setup. So if Kyle does win this, he's done a tremendous job, and even just to be, oh gee, that's a nasty crust there.
Hey Baxter, if you're listening on, do not watch the replays. You've been all 3 of those have been caught on camera, my dude. Oh dear. Yeah, no. Look, I mean, it's he would have done it the hard way, yes, in what you're saying, but I think it just proves that you don't need to be winning the race every week to win a championship. You just need to be consistent and fast. And what Kyle's showing that even tonight, like Braden Sagassa is there in front of him by 0.12 of a second, but it's showing that you can be fast in these fixed setups, and they do match up pretty well. Like, okay, they don't match up in the shorter track stuff, but on things like the 1.5 mile tracks and even the road tracks, they sort of match up pretty well.
Yeah, well, it's just really surprising as well. If you look at the lap times for everyone, Dylan Gray was 1:16.1. I thought that the boys would be getting 1:18s, maybe push 1:17, but to see 4 of them like in the below the 1:18s, that's just incredible speed that they have. But then again, look,
I got it.
Got something?
No, I was gonna say I have got insight that someone in our top 5 has actually run a 15.7 in practice.
Wow. I wonder who that is.
There's some pace on track, let me tell you. So I would not be surprised if in quali, under quali trim, we do see a mid to high 15. So watch for that, ladies and gentlemen, because I have it on pretty good authority that it is doable. And I look forward to seeing it if it is possible tonight.
I've got to say, big wave for all the other drivers, there'll be a lot of sand on the track out there while they're cutting sandbags.
Yeah, they're not leaving much on the side, are they?
Absolutely not. No, I'm really intrigued to see who that is. I did get a little bit of time-wise from Jason last night. He did a 1:18 in 2 laps. I was like, oh, that's very quick. Don't know if it's full tank or quality tank, but he's got a 1:16.3 at the moment, so he is right up there. Bryce Meddens as well, we haven't really talked much about him. He's in P3 as well with a 1:16.5, so that is incredibly quick as well. Which is good to see as well with the MXW Wraps cars out there. Nice, beautiful, shiny numbers too, which is good to see.
Yeah, no, MX Wraps there. We're talking Bryce Meddings on track right now and on the screen. Again, not really in the championship hunt in the Open Series. Has missed a few rounds, which unfortunate in his circumstances this season. However, coming out with a 1:16.47, kind of showing that he is a bit more of a road racer and knows how to get around the track. And I know he does like to race a lot more of the GT sort of style cars. Like, he drives more of this stuff road-based rather than oval. So, again, I'm not surprised to see him sort of up there. But what I am quite impressed with, Kyle Ridley, 1:18.46. He's literally splitting the Open drivers right now.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong about that. He's just getting quicker and quicker. I believe he's getting more and more confident with the setup as well, and just adjusting himself to a car. It is a bit different to what he normally drives. He does drive the Jettas around or the Renaults, so it's a complete different beast of a car. Yeah, P6 at the moment. That is very, very quick.
That's very impressive to be a fixed driver in that position. Again, as we say, we do have an open championship where everybody is banking points, and then we have the fixed stuff as well as a separate entity. So if Kyle does happen to get up tonight, it will be a very, very big feat and a very well-earned prize at the end of that series, because he has worked very hard this season for that, and he just keeps showing us that it doesn't matter whether you're a fixed or an open truck, you can still do it.
Yeah, that's the best thing about this series for this season. It plays the game a little bit. Yeah, there's Matty Gerard out there.
Oh, Matty Gerard's popped on in to the championship round. That's lovely. Good to see Matty out there. Obviously not working tonight. One of your teammates as well, I believe, Tyler.
Yeah, we have been putting a bit of practice in for this week's 6-hour race. But I believe this car's a very good car to learn the throttle control. Yeah, as you can see, a little bit challenged there.
Where's this cooking? Wow, there it is. Practice over with, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. We now go into qualifying. This is going to be electric. I cannot wait to see what these boys can turn out tonight. This is going to be something very cool.
Yeah, I just saw the first car out, I believe, with Dylan Gray. So he's looking at trying to make sure that no one is near him and take pole position or continue.
I think.
Quick pace.
Oh yeah, he has. He has bolted early. But that can work against you too, can't it, Tyler? Because some might hang back in the pit lane and wait until the sort of latter part of this lap to sort of head out. So this could actually play against Dylan Gray here. But we'll have to see on what happens for him now. Yep. So
the best thing about him, he's got clear air, so you don't have to worry about anyone behind him putting him under pressure or anyone in front of him. So yeah, I think he's just happy to be out there all by his lonesome and do his own thing.
Yeah, no, it would appear as though that is the case. Trying to see if we can get a quali sectors up. It doesn't look like we've got them on this overlay for some reason. Interesting.
I see the 3 MXW boys as well, all together.
Yep, and you've got one of the SOM boys jumping on the back of that. Is that that's an open?
I believe.
That might be Andrew Proctor. It is.
Oh, Andrew Proctor. Oh yeah.
It is. It is the buffer right there in the 380. Alright, Dylan Gray's about to set out on his qualifying. See what he can turn out for us, and we'll bring up the tower. We do only have a 10-minute qualifying, so boys have got to get it done. We'll have to see if anyone starts pit lane too.
You got roughly a minute and 40 for your first lap before you start even your first lap, so by the time it's the 6-minute mark, everyone's done one lap and you only got enough time for another 4 more depending on your lap time. So it's interesting to see how quick these boys can go.
So we're watching on board with Dylan Gray now as he is about to... I think Braden Sagassa might be the first to actually complete a flying lap. He's already on 1.5 laps, so Braden Sagassa here might be the first to set a lap time. We'll keep an eye out for that. And Dylan Gray's only just done a lap now, so he'll be on his flyer. Oh no, he's done a 1:16.13. Well, there you go. Already as quick as practice, so it's not far off. Jason Holdsworth now the 1:16.78. I think there's a little bit more in the car for that. Braden Sagassa had a bit of a flash there. Hopefully that doesn't play into effect tonight. Dylan Gray's pitted. He's bailed. He's got an off track, so his quality's done. He's finished.
Yeah, I believe that he just put in 2 laps of fuel and that's it. Yeah, I think a lot of the drivers have put in 2 laps and that's it. Because I know once you get to X point, you're over pushing the car. As you see, who is that? Oh, no, just letting him ahead. Okay, that's fair enough.
So looking now, the top three, Dylan Gray, Jason Holdsworth, Chris Bleakley for MX Raps 19. Then you got Braden Sagasa, Kyle Ridley. So Kyle Ridley is our championship contender right now. Again, he's back there behind Braden Sagasa. You got Tyrone Walsh and Ryan Huckle, again splitting. Oh, there's Darren Robb, just popped in a P5 again. Very good to see that. Where is our other contenders? Just looking where are other contenders. Ryan Huckle there, P8, sorry, and Glenn Wilkinson, P9. So, again, probably not the quality that he's looking for.
Yeah, and then you got Brian, who's in P5 in the punch style. He's currently in P11, so he's a little bit further back than where he'd rather be, to be honest.
Yeah, Brian Wandell, yeah, he's back there. Bryce Meddings now in a P2 with a 1:16.69. Just leapfrogged Jason Holdsworth. So that's going to be an interesting front row as we get looking at Kyle Ridley here, doing a little bit of drift work for us on screen. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it, buddy. Bryce is on the back of Pete Baxter.
Yeah, Bryce was on the back of his teammate for his last lap, so he was just warming up his tyres and just getting used to it.
I think that was Braden Sagasa, but look who's jumped up there. Kyle Ridley at a P5 now with a 1:18.36 in front of Braden Sagasa. So again, Braden's trying to take the parade away from him, but he's returned serve. That's an interesting lap time.
Yeah, a lot of these boys are pretty quick out on the second and third lap, which is good to see. It'd be interesting to see Dylan Gray decide to go back out and try and beat his back time. Someone's mowing the sand out there.
Dylan Gray is on screen there, the number 6 SLM Academy driver. I understand that the SLM Academy is making a return, which is fantastic for those guys. But you will see if he can get a lap down quicker than what he's just done. As he does come through the back S's now.
Yeah, I'm sure what's going in his mind. He is half a second ahead of P2 at the moment. He knows he's got a couple of tenths up on everyone else, so it's interesting line, but he's trying to make sure he takes the exit as wide as possible to gain as much momentum on the start, which is good to see. So he'll be starting his hot lap now.
Well, as we said about the rear of these cars, you really want to get them square off the corner. You don't want to accelerate while you're turning, because that will unload your inside tyre. So looks like Dylan's done a little bit of work on his lines tonight, and that's where maybe he can extract a little bit extra pace, trying to get through the last corner there. It is a hairpin, it is rather sharp, but if you're running too tight, you throw a lot of pressure on those tyres. So again, you don't want to be trying to run too tight in that bottom hairpin. So we'll see what he does here. As 55 goes around, Mickey Lock. Now we see Dylan Gray catching on to the back of Matty Gerard. So he'll get a free little drag along here, but he'll go up the inside. Matty will probably bail out. Yeah, he does. So Dylan now just heads on into the final set there. We'll have to see if this is better. Or a little shake. He comes down. It's a turn, gets right down to that apex. And gets on the gas really good there off that corner. So we'll see if he can get it to the line. And does he go quicker? Does he go quicker? Dylan Gray. No, 17.64. Probably got balked on that lap somewhere, I'd suggest.
Yeah, I think got helped out from his teammate coming into turn 6. Just Miko was a little bit slow coming in, and just he had to back out a little bit, unfortunately.
Here's our other title contender, Darren Robb. So remember, Kyle Ridley and Darren Robb are our main 2 contenders for tonight. So again, Mr. Darren Robb here might need to find a little bit of pace there.
Well, Darren's going to watch out for everyone, because realistically, Jason's only 5 points behind Kyle, so even Jason has a good chance. He's currently in P3 to pinch the title as well, so there's a lot on the platter at the moment. I don't know who's going to win it at the moment, but it'll be very, very interesting to see if it is more beneficial to start at the front or just stay a little bit at the back and just work your way through the pack.
Yeah, well, again, that's a funny thing you say there, Tyler, is, you know, do you push from the front? You know, as a road racer, I mean, you probably want to start at the front and get a bit of a going over, but also if you're a road racer and you're starting behind some of the oval guys, you kind of know it's kind of free pickings at some point there. Like, they're probably not as comfortable as what a road racer would be. So, a bit of both ways, I think. Dylan Gray, 16.10. He's matched his practice time. 16.10.
That's just quick.
That's very fast. And now Bryce Meddings has jumped up with a 16.69 in front of Jason Holdsworth. So that's fast as well.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a toe as well from his teammate in front of him as well on that lap, which worked out very well.
Hey, no point having teammates if you can't use them for something, right, mate?
Absolutely not, unless you mean you do donuts in front of them.
Well, that's right. But so you got Bryce Meddings, Chris Bleakley, Braden Sagassa, and then way back in P11, Glenn Wilkinson. And we know Glenn is also in the hunt for the fixed championship as well, and so is Ryan Huckle. So they're lining up side by side, these boys.
Yeah, Ryan Huckle, he has 18 points to gain on Glenn in the fifth championship and 26 to Kyle. So obviously, like what we said, depending on penalty points or bonus points, and just where they finish in the race, anyone can win, you know. It just takes one mistake and it could blow your championship out the water.
Oh, that's a good right, and quali is ticked off now. That is gonna be it. If you're on a lap, you get a chance to finish it, but that is going to be it. So we are set now for our championship race. 30 laps here from Sonoma. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Fuel is not a problem. 35 laps, estimated fuel usage. So no problem on fuel. And the only real issue will be if they pit for tyres or if they can make tyres last 30 laps. But Matty Driver looks like he's on the lap. Oh.
Bit of a trick there.
Hey, your teammate, you can bag him all you like, buddy.
No, I want to do something. I got the big job this weekend. I got to start the race. I got to qualify and start, so I can't talk yet.
Oh, you qualifying and starting for the 6 hours of Watkins Glen, eh?
Yep. Yeah, first time. So. Ooh, nice donut there, mate. Go on, donut.
So tell us, what car are you driving on the weekend, Tyler?
Well, originally it's going to be the Beamer, but I believe the new Porsche that's out?
The new Porsche 992, yeah.
So I think we have decided to race that for a bit of fun.
Right. All right, so let's get our grid here on screen for you guys at home. Dylan Gray, Bryce Meddings going to be off our front row. Jason Holdsworth, Chris Bleakley off row 2. Braden Sagassa, Kyle Ridley off row 3. Now remember, they are fixed drivers in amongst our open. Andrew Proctor and Peter Baxter off row 4. Darren Robb, Tyrone Walsh off row 5. Glenn Wilkinson and Ryan Huckle off row 6. So we head back now to Brian Blundell. Dougie Gowans off row 7. Brad Lane and Matty Gerard off 8. Daniel Fritz and Michael Locke of row 9. Mark Grocott will round out the top. No, sorry, because Evan is back there. Reno's back there. We won't have Matty King, Tyler Sheaf or Nathan Allen involved in that. And Thomas McEwen at the very back. So we will get this underway. Sorry for the coughing on the stream there, guys. A little bit under the weather, but show's got to go on. So we will get this.
The best thing about Braden Sagassa and Kyle Ridley in the fixed series separating most of the open series, which is good to see. They're stuck in the sandwich, but hopefully there's enough seat.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're stuck in the sandwich, but I think there's enough bread either side to help them get forward, mate. So to see what goes on here. So we do have a rolling start. So we'll line them up, grid them up, and we'll go for a 1 lap rolling, and then we'll see what goes on. But as you can see, all the reds and blue banners all the way down the field.
Yeah, nice and colourful. It reminds me of the Holden first forward back in the day.
Yeah, right. I was going to say it's got the old Ford v Holden entertainment to it, but and we see the Porsche safety car there going to lead these guys away. So here we go. Does it look like Thomas McEwen has made it? So sadly enough, and here they come up through turn 1. This is the turn 1-2 complex. They'll come through the bottom corner there, the left-hander, and then they'll switch to the right-hand corner. And they've got a nice little shoot down here. Again, it's another left-right combination, so it's like they do it the front of the lap.
Oh, there's an interesting thing about that corner there. It's on a massive angle as well, so they've got to be really careful stepping on the throttle on the exit. And
this one's downhill. This is a heavy downhill, so this will play a lot of havoc into how they sort of get through that corner. As we see Chase Holdsworth going very wide. And then down here, again, this brings us down into the... this is turn 7 that they're at right now. It brings us through to the S's. Now, this is a very tricky section of the track too, because you can't be as fast through here as you think you want to be. You've got to be patient.
Yeah, you got to be really careful on the throttle in the S's there. You can make a mistake and go off the track pretty easily.
And they come down here to the last little switch back before heading down to the final corner. As we start to see them now getting 2x2, giving the fans a nice little spectacle there. You can see them just at the top of the screen as they then come down. Pit entry on the right, we'll see the safety car bail off into there. There he goes. Okay, the race is now on for our leaders. Well, let's get back to the front. Jump on board with Jason Holdsworth as we see Dylan Gray now lining up. Wait for the control line. There he goes. He's accelerated away. The race is underway now. Looking back through the field, looks like they're all through. On camera. There we go. Up the hill. All through there. We'll ride with the boys around their lap as they come down into here. Turn 3. Down into 4. Looking nice and clean off the start. No one's really lit up the off tracks or anything like that. Dylan Gray now leading the way. We'll see if anyone makes a mistake down here at the hairpin. We'll see them come through the top of the screen. There they are, just coming through top left now. This will be where we see action plenty down here as they try and outbrake each other or try and just be too fast through this section. As we saw Pete Baxter in the early practice session get a little bit loose in there. As we see, oh, that was one of them sideways. That was the third. I think that was Glenn Wilkinson actually that was a little bit loose there. And Dylan Gray is going to lead us through our first lap. Oh, who's that? There's Mickey Locke.
Ooh, and someone else looked like Doug as well.
We'll have a look at Mickey Locke here. Looks like he's just come through. This might just be a driver error. Just lose the rear. Just trying to push too hard on cold tyres. Yeah, there it goes. Same spot we saw Pete Baxter in the practice session. He's just... Oh, he hasn't done too bad. He'd be alright if he can flick that around. Yeah, looks like he's gotten away.
He's done a really good job to make sure he didn't put too much damage onto that car.
Well, I mean, he was right there. He could link back to pit lane as well, so no need to tow. Just get the car back. Look at this gap Dylan's been created already. 1.7 seconds. And building.
Yeah, it's just incredible how quick he just adapted to this car. No, obviously going around circles, probably most of the other boys are speciality, but going around a circuit, it does allow Dylan Gray to show his talent in the car.
Absolutely. But that's not really where our championship is. Our championship is back here. Kyle Ridley and Braden Sagasa. See, Kyle's running very tight there. I'd almost like to see him free up that corner a little bit, just try and maintain a little bit more momentum. I think he's just losing a little bit of time to Braden for that.
You don't want to get too close to the tyres, otherwise if you touch it, that shit, you're done. It'll just cause damage to the car. And depending on the cars behind you, you bounce back out on them, you know, a bit of contact can happen as well.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit solid there from the MX boys.
He's our new livery for CFR, represented by Pete Baxter. He's out there flying the new colours on the truck, so I look forward to sporting and seeing some of those this week as they show up on some of the cars.
He's got the two SLM boys, and as well as Darren Robb, who is the leader of the championship at the moment. He's currently a fair bit back, so this is actually playing to Kyle's hand very well with the 4 position difference.
Yeah, 4 positions, yeah, so, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, so, yeah, P6 and P10, so yeah. But we know Darren's an oval racer, so again, he doesn't normally turn right unless he has to. So being in the championship, I don't think he was kind of going to give this up because, again, like Kyle Ridley is there, and he could potentially steal this championship away. But Jace Holdsworth, again, he's up in P3. Darren Robb down in P10. Darren could drop 2 positions in the championship here tonight, given those current numbers.
Yeah, just want to obviously hope that someone in front of him that is in the championship like Darren or Kyle to make a bit of a mistake to allow him to get back in front of him. But yeah, it just proves that maybe qualifying was a bit more crucial than what he originally thought it would be, as they've fallen back a fair bit from the boys ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
So, need 86 on screen. Brian Blundell, who's also currently P5 in the championship. Ooh, a little bit too much curve there. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, too much curve is not a good thing in these cars.
Yeah, especially around that corner. You just watch it, you out wide. If you especially have way too much speed, you just hit the ball and bounce back onto the track with a total car. It's a pretty good car there, it's looking on. The green with the blue, a little bit of red, a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow. Not missing a bit of purple, maybe a bit of orange, and it's got the rainbow on there.
He's got a little bit of everything going on there, Brian. Look who's right behind you, mate. Your mate, Dougie.
Yeah, Dougie's had a really good start actually. He's kept it nice and clean and got ahead, stayed ahead of Matty Gerard, which he'll be absolutely loving. Making sure he doesn't get beaten by his teammate.
Well, we all know that Dougie is no slouch when it comes to road racing, so I would not be surprised to see him make up a few spots a little bit later on. Definitely a little master at the TCR, so I'll have to see how he handles it later on. Jason Holdsworth just dropped a spot to Chris Bleakley, so Chris has obviously made the pass. Let's have a look at where Chris has done that. It's the final corner. Oh, you can see Jace got a little sideways. Oh, that's what we were talking about before. It could just happen so easily, can't it?
Absolutely. And now the worst thing about it, from just making that one mistake, you know, he got to wait for at least a lap through the tires to get back into normal and just hope for the car in front of him not to push too far ahead. Thankfully, he had stuck to him, but he did lose a position which is very crucial in the points.
Can we just say 6.1 seconds clear up the road, and he's only doing 16-second laps. So he's not really pressing on, but he's just maintaining a nice pace right now.
Yeah, he looks very comfortable in the car. And just,
no.
Kyle just lost the position.
Oh no, what's gone on here? I just saw this flash up in my SDK that this has happened. It's in the braking zone for the final corner. Oh, there it goes.
No.
Oh, I just looped on him. And as he hit that, Oh, no, he gets on the infield.
no,
Oh, that's
just
all right.
dodged it.
That's not bad. That's not bad. He can come back out. He might lose a couple of spots.
In saying that though, I did cop a 13-second slowdown when going out there. So,
13 seconds.
Yeah, 13 seconds.
Holy moly.
So, if you see someone slow down for a long time, you know why.
Yeah, right. So we're now 24 laps to go. This is going to be over before we know it at this rate. These boys are running beautifully tonight.
Oh no, Kyle. Oh. I thought he was about to spin that in straight into the tyre barrier.
Not now, Kyle. Not now, buddy.
There's massive contact in the last corner. Andrew Proctor and Darren Robb. There's contact.
Oh, let's get
The
a look
leader
here.
has...
What's going on here? Oh, Andrew's got in way too tight. Oh, he's going to get on the gas. Yep, right there.
Nice,
and Darren's going to have nowhere to go. Oh, he got collected by... Oh, who was that?
I think that Glenn Wilkinson that just got contact there. An MX-1.
Is it Glenn Wilkinson? Oh, it was too. Oh, he's had nowhere to go. That's our championship contender right there. Nicky Locke's had another one as well. We'll flick over to that and have a look. Oh, no, he's trying to avoid Pete Baxter, I bet you. Oh, no, is that Pete? No, that's not Pete. Oh, he's just had a big wiggle right in front of Dylan Gray. Oh, Dylan would be hard in mouth right there. Oh.
Yeah, I did say earlier that, you know, you got to be patient behind a slower car. And I think Dylan would be absolutely stoked he managed to get away with contact there.
He ran a 118 last lap, but he's still 7 seconds up the road. Dylan Gray just now starting to put the eyes on.
The only concern I have for him at the moment, tyres. How long do these tyres last for? And if he's overdriving the car too much, which will allow the guys behind him to catch up later on in the race. It'll be interesting to see what happened there, because it's only been 7 laps so far. Still got another 23 to go.
Well, I do have it on pretty good authority that if they drive well enough, they won't need to stop. So
That's the key word.
Let that resonate just a little bit. If you don't overdrive these cars, you can get through the race. So Dylan Gray is going to come to window. He's not sliding the car. He's not cooking the tyres in the corner. He's not frying the rear when he's coming through the corners and sliding. Oh, we just see Kyle do. He may just get away with it, man. He may not need to worry about tyres at all. Let's jump on the roll bar with Mr. Proctor and see what he's up to. But yeah, look at this. It's Darren Robb and Andrew Proctor again, mate. Line of stern with each other.
Yeah, Darren's got a lot of positions to recover to try and get back in front of Kyle on the points. And Jason Holdsworth, at the moment, I believe he has enough points to jump both Kyle and Darren Robb in the open points.
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, he might. But remember, Kyle's going to peg points as well. But he's P8. And then Jason's got to peg a lot more to get over both. So I don't know, boy. Again, we won't know until the end of the night when we get the official results across from the directors. Oh,
yeah,
who was that on the wall?
Excited. Oh no, that is the SLM boy.
That is Mickey Locke. Hey, you know, hang on a minute. We're lap 7. Are we lap,
lap
8, 9.
No, lap 9 now.
And Andrew Proctor's still racing. What's going on here?
He's learning and adapting. He's getting there.
Cam Hardwick out on the YouTube channel. Welcome on in, buddy. Appreciate you joining in.
73 car, it's a slower car there as well.
Yeah, that was Mark Grocott. Yeah, he's just stepping out of the way, yep. Nice to see you join us for the championship round. Bryce Medding's now 10 seconds off the back of Dylan Gray. This is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just incredible how quick Dylan is, and I've got to say, Bryce Medden, Christopher Bleakley and Jason Holdsworth, they aren't slow drivers at all. Just to be in front of them by 10 plus seconds already, it's just incredible, and to see how much talent the young kid has.
Yeah, it just proves that, it can happen with the best of us. Dougie Gallen's not again. Oh no, it's the same spot again. Oh no, Grandpa's not having a good time down here, is he?
He's absolutely not. I can imagine all the colourful words you're saying underneath the helmet.
Yeah, you probably know him better than most of us, mate. Oh, it's the same spot. He's done the same thing, except he's got a tyre barrier further.
Oh, I should have just completed the donut, mate. It would have been perfect.
Just loop around the tyres, like Grant Gisbergen did at the Championship Series around the trophy. Just loop around the tyres and go again.
Yeah, might as well get bonus points for that.
Byron Walsh has had in the 338. What's Tyrone on here? Again, it's the last corner. This is tricky here because you want to brake deeper, you want to get in there, but look, it just steps the rear and it's a drift special right now. Around he goes, almost following in Dougie's tyre tracks. Does he get out of the way? Does he get out of the way of Kyle? Oh, he gets out of the way of Kyle, so it's a fantastic job there.
I think that corner is with people's dream just to be able to drift around that corner. Nice, beautiful bend, hand speed, but I don't think these trucks want to do it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, exactly right. So again, don't forget, guys, out in chat world, let us know who you're barracking for tonight. Remember, Kyle Ridley is on for a double championship here this evening, but who can stop him, if anybody? Oh, Dougie, not again. Oh no. Oh dear.
Too, hasn't he?
Oh, he's dented the front. It's not so bad. Oh, and he's just collected the back of the truck as well.
The amazing thing about that corner, you think that you can take a lot more speed into it, but it fools you so much, because when you go around, if you take too much speed, you either lost off the track or you lose control, like what Doug did just then. It's a very difficult track in that corner.
Can I just give this man on screen a huge shout out? Mr. Peter Baxter works tirelessly in our race control department as our league race director, but hasn't finished a race in 18 months. He gets either taken out or he makes mistakes on his own. So Pete Baxter now on for an actual result, currently P5 in this race tonight. So huge shout out to Pete.
Well, the one thing I love is on the banner, where just behind his car, it looks like a crash dummy's head, is it not?
Pretty
similar to it.
Which one's that? On his
helmet behind his car, yeah.
Yeah, there is a story with that. If we flick in here, and I'll see if I can get onto that. That is a crash test dummy helmet. You were right, Charlie. You did pick it up. That is on his helmet, and there's a little story behind that, and we'll cover that here. Pete Baxter and myself were supposed to go race in another league in the Supercar Amateur Series, and because of Pete's history of not finishing a race and crashing out, and my not having any experience in a supercar, we were going in as two dummies racing. And with that, we had crash test dummy liveries made up. So Pete did his helmet in the full crash test dummy makeup, so it was kind of cool.
That probably explains why you can't finish the race, mate. People just think you're crashing into him.
Well, now he's repping the new livery with CFR. Maybe that's the good omen. Maybe that's the good luck he needed, was just to fly the new colours and rep that really well. So he's out there doing his thing, and again having a crack at night. He's got 5 seconds back to Braden Sagas from 14 to Jason Holter, so he's got no pressure. Just needs to get out there and keep doing his work.
One thing I did love.
Wilkinson.
Oh yeah, he's having a good night out as well, keeping it nice and clean, slowly gaining positions as well, which is good to see. And also as well, he is fighting for the championship as well in the fixed setup. He is 8 points behind Kyle, but currently 2 positions behind him. So depending on what happens in the next 17 laps, he might be able to pinch the series championship as well.
Yeah, he's, as you say, he is still in contention to fight there. And Ryan Huckle, again, 7 seconds behind Glenn now. So Glenn's in his own little window. He's just got to do his own thing. We have a grandpa in the green room.
Oh,
Mr. Dougie Gowans, I saw you in the green room, mate. What's going on?
that's a no from me.
Night done for you, is it, mate?
Oh, it is. Oh, that setup on that track is just ridiculous.
You were doing all right too. You were going all right out there.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I mean, you start pushing a little bit, and that rear just wants to wag around, and very, very hard to, you know, save it once it does start to go on you. And yeah, it caught me out a couple of times. I ended up blowing the engine.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Anyway, that's the way it goes. It was fun until it stopped.
Well, the good news is, Dougie, you can always come back next season and have another crack at it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Because we are back for season 2 in a few weeks, so
Yes.
you can always come back and
that's
have
right.
another crack. So
Oh, look, I just joined in the last couple of races just for some fun, and yeah, get to know some of the guys that race in the on the oval, and yeah, great bunch of guys, and yeah, I've really enjoyed the last few races.
we've enjoyed seeing you out there, mate, and getting you out of the TCR and into something a very bit different. And
Yeah,
having a bit of crack.
completely out of my comfort zone, of course, but yeah, you've got to do these things and have some fun, don't you?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Well,
Geez, I'll tell you what, some of these boys out here can tear this track up in these cars.
oh, they're quick, aren't they?
Yeah.
How's young Dylan Gray out there at the moment? 11 seconds clear of Bryce Meddings up the front, so he's doing all right.
Wow. You know, I mean, these guys, they were doing, you know, like 6, 7, 8 seconds a lap faster than, you know, us slower guys back in the fixed trucks. Yeah, their speed's just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's crazy when they're on, aren't they, these boys?
Absolutely. So who's coming first in the fixed at the moment?
Fixed currently right now with Braden Sagassa on track, followed by Kyle Ridley.
Okay.
But it looks like, depending on how things play out, the championship could be anybody's right now, because Kyle Ridley is chasing Darren Robb, but Jason Holdsworth is chasing Kyle Ridley in the open.
Wow.
But Jason Holdsworth is currently P4 overall, with Kyle Ridley P7, and then Darren Robb way back in 11th. So
It's all
it
happening.
could be anything, mate. It could be anybody's. And Brett Wilkinson and Braden, I think it's Braden Sagassa, Kyle Ridley are fighting for the fixed. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
Yeah, Glenn and Kyle's fighting for fixed, and Ryan Huckle is as well. So,
Yeah,
And
so
anyone
Ryan,
races-
Glenn and Kyle.
Right, okay. And what happened to you at the start there, Tyler?
I've been in the box the whole time.
I know.
he was the smart cookie. He come up here and was at the start up here, so I already booked him anyway.
He said the other night. He said I bet you like 3/4 of the field's going to be in the comp box by lap 4.
Yeah, well, we're actually surprised that, and this will be something you'll be surprised, mate. We're going into our 16th lap, and Andrew Proctor is still racing. and
he's got some good pace. He's going very well out there.
He is going all right actually out there, and that's that road racer in him. I mean, that's just what that is. So yeah, we look forward to seeing him actually finish a race this time round. And got to ask, what did you think of Pete Baxter's new livery, mate, for CFR?
I haven't had a look. I'll go have a look right now, to be honest.
It's in the Discord, mate.
I was too busy just watching my steering wheel turn from the left to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right.
Yeah, Pete's sporting the new CFR livery that we're running into season 2 with, so he's currently P5 overall. And we were just saying before on broadcast that
yeah, that's nice.
he hasn't finished a race in 18 months.
Who, Pete?
Yep, he's either taken himself out or
really?
he's been taken out. So tonight he's looking like he could be the goods for a nice P5. So
Fingers crossed, and I'm just looking now. It seems like he's running some decent lap times as well.
yeah, he's not looking bad. Sort of 20s, 18s, 19s, 20s.
Yeah,
He's not running
well,
bad.
I see
So.
that his last lap was a couple of seconds faster than Braden. Another, quarter of a second faster than Tyrone. So, yeah, no, he's going well.
He's doing all right out there. So, yeah, we might be in for a nice little shout out to Pete Baxter at the end of this tonight. And he's already up 3 spots as well. Same as Tyrone Walsh, up 3 spots.
Yep.
Oh, Darren Robb. Oh, no, Dylan Gray's just lapped Darren Robb.
And then Proctor just got in front of Darren Robb as well, so that's another position lost and a lap.
So Dylan Gray is on a charge right now. This kid is unstoppable tonight.
Yeah, he's currently lapped up to P11, so it's just incredible. And he's slowly creeping up to P10.
Yeah, I think he's taken a really good hold of this car, and he knows exactly what to do with it. It's very much a car that you have to drive using your throttle and being sensible about it. You just get that little bit over power, and I think they're about 900 horsepower, aren't they, Tyler?
600, I think, are they not?
600, is it? Okay.
Yeah, about the same as a supercar, I think. About 600, yeah, 650, yeah.
Yep. It's just the rear end, it just wants to go away from us straight away. So kudos to these guys who are able to run these lap times.
Yeah, no, exactly right. Dougie, we're going to see you out Wednesday night, are we?
For the TCRs, I should be there, yep.
TCR Championship round, so we look forward to seeing you there.
Oh, that's right, yep.
It is our final round. Looks,
yes, looking forward to that one. Hopefully, you know, everyone turns up for the last one of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be creating our champion tonight after the race review. We'll be bouncing back in here to announce who our champions are. So if you're still hanging around the broadcast, definitely be in tune for that. Oh, who was that at the top? Was that Mickey Lock again? No, it was Andrew Proctor.
Oh no, he was doing so well too. Got himself into P11 as well.
No, he saw Dougie Gowans in the pit lane. He felt sorry. He's like, I can't let Dougie in there by himself. So, for you, Dougie, this season, how's it been?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been great. I've really loved my first season here at CFR. The guys have been fantastic. The racing with the TCRs has been just terrific. A lot of guys able to run up the front and have very good pace, and there's great respect from all the drivers. As you know, I've just jumped in the last couple of races with the Formula Ford as well, and been thoroughly enjoying that. I've done my Bradbury moment the other night, so pretty stoked with that one. And yeah, look, I mean, I didn't mind running the trucks on the oval. I didn't have too much fun here tonight, though.
Yeah, no, trucks on the road course are a bit different, but you talk about that Bradbury moment. For our viewers who don't tune in Friday night, Dougie Gowans was P4 at Tsukuba in our Formula Fords, and the top three all got tangled with each other, and he just drove on through and took a 6-second gap and didn't look back. So he did the old Stephen Bradbury and gone. So it was a good ring for Dougie back there on Friday night.
Yeah, I was happy about that. I like to think it was a wise head on old shoulders.
Well, it was a wise something. I don't know if it's old shoulders, mate, but it was a wise head for sure.
Yes. But it was good fun. It was good fun, you know, and the racing is very close in the Formula Fords. You know, you get those cars side by side drifting, you know, through a corner, and the wheels look like they're going to interlock. It's quite breathtaking when you're in the cockpit.
Yeah, no, that's it's good for the broadcast too. It looks very, very interesting when they do get close like that, and you're kind of waiting for them to bounce and bobble and whatever, and they don't do it. It's
that's right.
It's very interesting,
right. And that's just a testament to the skill of some of the drivers out there that they can run like that. You know, they can be so close whilst drifting through a corner. You know, at 180 kilometres an hour. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they've either got really good skill or very big kahunas in some languages.
Yep, no, they've definitely got both.
Got both. Well, Dougie, we might throw you back out there to go and annoy some of the boys, because we know you like going over giggle with those in the chill zone chats. But thanks for popping on in, and we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night for the TCRs.
Yep, I'll be there. Don't worry about that. Have a good call, guys. I'll catch up with you later.
Thanks, Dougie.
Cheers for that, Dougie.
See ya.
The wonderful, ever-giving Dougie Gowans. We love having him in the combox. He's always good for a laugh, and As you can well tell, folks, he doesn't take it too serious, but you know he loves having a good time out there. So that's unfortunately tonight just didn't quite go in his favour, but that's racing, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely. And talking about racing, there's been a few position changes that has happened. Kyle Ridley has lost 2 positions, lost a position to Braden Chigasa and Tyrone Rolls, so he's now dropped down to P8. Jason Holdsworth still fighting for P3, currently just behind Bleakley, but Bryson Meadens is really helping his teammate Richard Toe, making sure that Jason can't overtake, which is really smart on their end. Then you got Darren Robb, he's currently in P11. He's been going up and down a couple of positions because of driver errors, as we saw before. Andrew Proctor spun not once but twice. We dropped him from P8 down to P15.
What the? Oh, he's in front of Jason Holdsworth. He's going to grab a spot. He is. He's going to get the spot.
That is massive in the championship.
Meddings just ran a little bit wide, got loose. And Chris Bleakley just jumped all over it, and so did Jason Holdsworth. So now, mate, I don't want to throw this out there. But if anyone in this front 3, I say 3 because I don't think John Gray's being caught, but anyone between 2, 3 and 4, if they all come together, Pete Baxter is not that far away if these guys get into a big tangle.
Yeah, depending on the situation of what kind of tangle they are in, but it could be very interesting if Jason knows that if he gains one more position to get into P2, he's got a really, really good chance to taking out the championship.
And look who that is. In the blue truck. Who is it? That's Darren Robb.
Yeah, that is massive. Even leader right now, they're only getting overtaken for P2, 3 and 4. It just...
Oh, slow cars everywhere. Oh, where do they go? Where do they go?
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for Darren, who's hadn't had the best of nights. He's just gone a bit wide there. Oh, no, there's contact between Bryce.
Oh, no.
No.
Not again. Let's look at that from Bryce Meddings. We're seeing what's here. So Darren is on the left side, high and wide. He's trying to stay out of the way. Jason Holdsworth's in the middle here. They're going to be 3 wide. Jace just...
Oh, he's lost it himself.
He's just lost it into the... Yeah. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, he saw the green light to overtake and get back in front of Jason and just did a little bit too much on the pedal and he got a little bit sideways and Jason had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, just got a little bit of a tangle and he's going into the pit, so...
That's Bryce here. Maybe he's got damage. Do you know what that's going to do?
Either damage or he's cooked his tyres then and just happy to fix both, to be honest.
Look who it is.
Pete Baxter and P4.
Do we have another Bradbury on our hands?
Yeah,
Do we have another Bradbury? Oh, no. Is Bryce...
Yeah, unfortunately...
With 7...
Unfortunately, Bryce was doing such a good job out there and just... Yeah, one small little mistake there and just... kind of ruined his race, what looks.
Is he going to get back out, though?
Yeah. Well, depending on how much time he loses, but obviously I'm assuming that this allows Kyle Ridley to overtake him. This allows...
It does, yeah.
Glenn Wilkinson to catch up, but...
So he's back out now behind his teammate Glenn. Kyle Ridley now all over the back of Braden Sagassa. This is... Oh! Braden's loose! Oh, no!
Contact!
Door to door, they're fighting hard, these boys. They don't want to yield. They don't want to give a shot. Look at this.
This is the closest scene. Side by side.
This is championship contention right here, folks. These boys are fighting for the championship. They're banging doors and they're rubbing panels. Oh, that's the 31 of... That was... was that?
So Kyle Ridley gaining another position, that gets him closer to a double championship, not just one but two. He has to chase down Jason because Jason is currently 4 positions ahead of him.
Oh, this is odd. Look at this fight. This is crazy good racing. Bryce Redding's up the inside. Kyle's going to hang it on the outside. Oh, and he's rotated.
Oh no.
He's rotated. But he's kept the car. He didn't hit the wall, so...
Well, you could see that Bryce had disappeared from them. I understand that. Oh, that is. Oh, you see who's behind Kyle right now? That's Dylan Gray.
Yeah, Braden Sagassa there, and then Dylan Gray right here, right on back of Kyle. Oh, I don't think you could avoid that. Unfortunately, Kyle was a little loose. There goes Dylan up the inside. Dylan Gray needs to take a bow. This has been a clinic on the road tonight.
I think that is P7 he just overtook.
P7. Kyle really, yeah, P7.
He hasn't pitted for tyres, no nothing. It's just incredible. But the car ahead of him, Bryce Medden, he's on first tyre, so I don't think he'll be able to catch up to him. With 5 laps to go.
That means Bryce could technically get to Tyrone if he's got fresher tyres on, but again, he's still on that outlap, so still take that lap to get into the groove again. So I'll have to see what plays out here. So Dylan Gray, Chris Bleakley, Jason Holdsworth, Kyle Ridley, Glenn Wilkinson, Braden Sagassa. So Kyle Ridley is going, barring any post-race review, Kyle Ridley is going to win the fixed championship. Oh, who was that in the background? 16, that was Braden Sagassa.
Oh no.
That was Braden Sagassa. But I don't think he lost any spots. I think he stayed there.
I think he got very lucky to the 2-lap cars that got past him, which means he has to get past them again.
That's right, yeah. He's got to get back past them again. Oh, look at this. Who is that? That's the 119. That's Brad Lane. So Dylan just put a second lap on P16. Can I remind everybody, this is a 30-lap race, and he's just put a second lap on P16.
Yeah, I reckon he's got himself a nice cup of tea in his car, sipping it while he's driving it.
He's probably got the old radio on and the air conditioning on. He's probably just out there cruising.
Absolutely.
He's so far in front.
Going, where's all my permits? Where are they?
But he's passing under the traffic, just the way he's managed that has been superb tonight. The way he's gotten around the cars, he hasn't forced the issue, he hasn't sort of run them off the track. It's just been a clean pass. It's just been get to the back of them, move, brake, get past, and drive away.
Yeah, you're definitely correct about that. He's done a fantastic job to get past all the cars nice and clean. Considering that he's got 20 seconds to P2, he's doing very, very cleanly, and
Daniel Fritz is having another one.
Man at the moment. Pete Baxter currently in P4.
Daniel Fritz has had a crash here. I think this will just be old tyres, and just there.
Yeah,
he's
clipped.
He's brushed that inside wall. Oh, and that's crushed the front corner. Unfortunate for Fritzy there.
Again, that's like, you look at a guy, that's a very small corner, you should be able to take it at full speed, but you can't. Like, the back end just revs up and just wants to let loose, and unfortunately on 27-lap tyres, it does hurt when you rev up the back end.
So let's get on the
Dylan Gray
cockpit view with Dylan Gray. Let's go and have a look at what he's doing in there. Look, he's got the left arm up in the door. Yes. Not really worried. Car's looking straight. He's nursing those old tyres there. You can hear it coming through there. He's...
Oh, yeah.
A little loose. Yeah, loose. Late tyres, so he'll be well aware now that tyres are probably shot. But he'll also know around him that he's got 20 seconds. He's just driving it ever so gently, doesn't he? Yeah, he does take a bit of curb, but he's driving it very well. He's using it to sort of rotate the car. He's not using the throttle to rotate it. So I think that's a smart play. I like what he's doing there. It's very interesting.
No,
Well, that's
doing a
Matty
fantastic
Gerard, mate.
job.
That's he's getting back to Matty Gerard, which is P15. I don't want to say it, but he could put another lap on Matty Gerard here. But Kyle Ridley now is fighting Glenn Wilkinson for this spot here. Glenn now on the inside there. Get up inside. I think that might have been Andrew Proctor. But again, how good is that? No, it wasn't Andrew Proctor. My bad. That was Mickey Lott.
Yeah, no, this is very good. This should battle P1 for the championship for the fixed setups between those two. Yes, they're 8 points difference and Kyle was ahead, but it could be penalty lap in the race. White flag, you say?
White flag for the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Dylan Gray coming through. 23 seconds in front of Chris Bleakley and 30 seconds in front of Jason Holdsworth. So he is going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons and take maximum points tonight. I haven't seen any requests just yet, so we may not have a review. So the point system might be tick and done at the end of this tonight. So we might hang around for this. No way. No way.
What happened?
No
Jason Holdsworth.
way.
Oh no. What happened?
That's
Just
the
going on the
19 of
inside.
Chris Bleakley. Oh no, look at the... Oh, he's just picked up the throttle. Oh no. Where does that put him? Pete Baxter there. Jason... Nah, I think he's safe. I think he's good. Dylan Gray.
He needed weirdo for extra points. Dylan Gray just go inside.
Dylan Gray just putting on the spectacle. Well done, young fella. Well done. That's a clinical drive tonight. From the front, led every single lap, led practice, led quali. Dylan Gray, take a bow, son. That was a brilliant drive. Chris Bleakley is going to run home in P2. Jace Holdsworth now going to wrap around here and get a P3. So we'll have to see where that puts him at the end of this evening. Pete Baxter coming down to the final corner. He is going to get a finish. He is going to finish a race, and I think we'll talk to Pete before we talk to our podium because I really want to hear how ecstatic he is.
Pete, oh, congratulations.
So let's I'm gonna drag him in here. I know he's muted and deaf. I'm gonna drag him in a minute.
Yeah, you can tell how much concentration he's put in when he's muted, and he can't hear anyone talk. So
because I know he's talking, so bugger him. We're going to bring him in. Pete Baxter, mate, can I be the first to congratulate you on your first finish in 18 months?
Oh shit! Oops, sorry. I'm in the broadcast, aren't I?
Yeah, you're in the broadcast, mate. You're in the booth, mate. P4 and a first finish in 18 months. Well done.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
How good was that tonight for you?
Take a big breath. Look, I've got to be honest, mate. Look, everybody on the track was just awesome tonight. The slower cars, just nobody held each other up. There was plenty of room. Even in the racing, everybody gave each other space, and really everybody got to race at their own pace. And I don't know how many cars were really close, but everybody got to achieve what they could achieve and get where they could. So kind of relieved that I finally got a hoodoo off my back, though.
Mate, it must have been that new livery because you didn't put a scratch on that car in the race. Practice and quali, though. Practice was not a good session.
Oh, well, you got to test the limits, right? You got to. I was still fiddling with setup in the practice, so just trying to find a little bit of time, and I made a nice little change in the diff setting that gave me some time, so I was pretty pleased with that. I think that made the difference in a couple of spots and just got me off the line quicker. So that was cool. So, well, it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done, mate. So I just wanted to drag you in here before we go to our podium interviews and just give you a huge congratulations, mate. Not only all the work that you put in behind the scenes, but also getting that little monkey off your back and the first finish in 18 months, and it's a P4. So well done, buddy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, listen, I'm loving the fact that we got 25 people in the server. It's race 10 of a long season, and you know, people are still joining us. So thanks to all the drivers that have come and joined us. It was a bit of a wild concept I come up with to mix open and fixed trucks, and I copped a whole lot of criticism from it from some circles in the iRacing community, to the point where, frankly, I nearly left league racing myself. So. For those guys that have stuck into it, I appreciate it. And if it's a concept that works, and with 20 people coming every night, it sort of seems to have a bit of a following. Hopefully, it grows. So,
well said, mate. And look, it's a big shot in the face to those guys who say it couldn't work and it doesn't work, because it's shown that it can work, and it's been a stellar season. And look, we thank you for all your hard work in the back scenes, and we hope to see you out there racing in season 2.
Look out for next season. I'll have to throw in a few surprises for qualifying and track setups that nobody knows about, and just the old Pete Baxter specials. I'll have to stay around, I guess.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, Pete, we thank you, buddy, and we'll let you bounce on into wherever you want to go at the moment, because I know we've got the race.
Mate, I'm good. I'll just go back to chill, same with the guys. So, cheers, man.
All right, buddy. All right, that was Pete Baxter. So that was our race director and lead director. So again, good to chat with him and just get his perspective on this evening. All right, we will get started on our podium. So we will bring in our third place getter for this evening. Let me turn that off. Oh, pardon me. Let's bring in Braden Sagassa.
Edge.
I am not Edge. Thank you very much, Braden Sagassa.
The middle of a chit chat there.
Mate, I've got to say to you, congratulations. P3 tonight in the fixed championship. 9th overall. Just take us through your night and give us a brief rundown of your season so far.
So number one rule, always listen to your teammates. Don't try and go full throttle at the start. And Glenn and Chris would both say, "Oh, feather the throttle, feather the throttle." I was like, who needs that? I definitely learnt my lesson there about tyre saving. I thought I could pull a big enough gap and then try and hold him off, but the last 5 to 10 laps, I was on the rim.
Yeah. No, so you weren't in the championship hunt, but you certainly gave the boys something to think about there by pushing them through to the finish. So, look, well done on that, mate. But overall, your season to date, I mean, obviously it's championship round and we go away on a bit of a break now, but are you keen to come back for season 2 after this season and have another crack at it?
Oh, it's been really good so far. I'll have to see what's going on, but I would love to come back. It's been great racing, especially with Kyle. Me and him have had some great racing in all 3 categories, and I would love to race Kyle next season. And also, congrats to all the 1-9 boys. I think Glenn got P2 overall in the championship standings.
Can't confirm or deny as yet, but
by memory, I think
we will have the announcement immediately after the race review if needed. So don't go anywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been great racing with all the 1-9 boys, with Chris, Glenn, Bryce. They've all been amazing this season, and it's been great racing with everyone.
Yeah, we saw you have a good battle there. I think it was you with Kyle Ridley. You were rubbing doors and bouncing wheels and everything in that late race stuff, but that was a lot of fun to watch.
It was a lot of fun out there. I tried holding him off for all my might, but I knew he had better tyres, and it was just inevitable he was going to get past. But I like to push people to the ragged edge, and obviously Kyle came in for a late chat there, and he said it was great racing. He saved the replay, so yeah, he's a great bloke, Kyle, and he's always a good bloke to race with.
Yeah, no, we saw that on the broadcast, mate. You guys were having a really good battle there, and it was fantastic to see tonight. Just the cleanliness of racing and just the racecraft in general. Just the way it was picked up tonight, and everyone sort of found their own space and their own time slot, and just went with it. So it was good to see.
100%, and I was surprised there was no safety car this time around. It was a really hard car to drive, and it was congrats to everyone for keeping it on the road and not bin it into a wall. It was great racing by everyone out there.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. Final to the championship, mate. It was a good result for you. Again, like I said, P3 in the fixed series tonight, so well done. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Obviously, our main sponsor, NasTrucks, they've been sponsoring us for a while, and they've always been a great sponsor, backing us for a while. And also, like I said, the 19 boys for coming out all season. They've been really great, and I think that's it.
Awesome work. Well, Braden, congratulations, mate. Unfortunately, like I said, you weren't in the championship hunt tonight, but you certainly made the boys work for it, which was fantastic to see. And we hope to see you back for season 2, where you might be able to come up and really push those boys at the front.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks. All right. Number 2, Mr. Glenn Wilkinson. Mr. Glenn Wilkins from MX Raps as well. Congratulations, mate. P2 in the fixed trucks tonight, and provisionally, I think it's P2 in the championship for season 1.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Yeah, it was pretty fun out there. It was really loose on that setup, so just happy to get through the end. I was surprised when I was catching Braden and Kyle.
Yeah,
I thought I was just loose everywhere, but they must have been having it just a little bit more of a time with their tyres. But once I caught up to Kyle, I couldn't get around him. I'd pretty much burned everything up.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and Tyler, I was talking about through the broadcast about you really got to look after these tyres. Like, we saw nobody pit generically for fuel or tyres. So everyone was trying to make their tyres live long, and these things don't normally conform to tyre conservation, do they?
No, not really. Like the rears just step out on the slightest bit of throttle, so it was just feathering it the whole night, really, or the whole race. It was, but it was really fun. I liked that challenge. It was just good to finish it and have the rest of the team finish in the podium as well. Yeah, so just give us a snapshot on your season as sort of how you think it went, or where you might be able to improve and go on for the next season. Probably just consistency. Like, I've had some good races, but then I've had some quite bad races, getting caught up in accidents or incidents. So probably just clean it up for next season. But I'm pretty happy with how it went. This is my first ever truck league that I've really dipped into. So I've learnt a lot, and I'll take it into next season. I'm not sure whether I'll do fixed or open at the moment, depending on how you guys set it up. We'll see.
Well, I can confirm trucks is going to be absolutely identical to what it is now. So the open and fixed will still be there, and the calendar will be announced in the coming days. But it'll be the same, mate. If you're looking at jumping into that open series, I mean, it's going to give you the same sort of stuff. I would assume as what it's given you this season.
Yeah, it's been really good. I'll probably jump in. Not sure what I'll do yet, but I'll probably jump in the open.
Oh, stepping it up. I do have it on pretty good authority. There's a few boys stepping up out of fixed and into open. So, again, that's probably going to make the racing just that much more exciting and tough as well. So, I guess, depending on what you've learnt this season and how you feel about it, it could be a good step.
Yeah, it should be. It's been a good bunch of guys to race with. So, hopefully a lot of them will be returning.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, mate. Hey, I know we just heard it from Braden, but we'll give you the limelight as well, mate. So, who do you want to give shout outs to for your season and and getting you back to where you are?
MX Wraps, obviously, they help us at 1.9 keep going. So thanks to MX Wraps. The guys in 1.9 have all been helping each other out during the week. Special mention to Scott as well. He's jumped in and helped us when he's had the time, which has been really helpful for a few tracks, and mostly to everyone else in the league and you guys that put on the show. It's a lot of effort to do it all. So, thank you very much.
No, well done, mate. Good job tonight. And like I said, stick around for after the race review, if we have one. We will announce the championship and the podium probably at that point for the season. So I think provisionally you're P2, but it'll depend on the point system and the drop rounds and stuff, which we'll get in probably about 10 minutes. So stick around for that. Yeah. See where you end up.
Ooh, I look forward to it. Thanks, Rob.
Cool. Thanks, Liam. Have a good one, buddy.
See you, mate.
All right. Let's bring him in. I know you're itching to speak to this man, Tyler. You are itching to speak to this man. Kyle Ridley, mate, provisional championship. We got to wait until obviously the points are calculated. But how was that out there tonight?
Look, it was actually insane. The amount of concentration you need to drive one of these things. 30 laps, that will be bursted into wheel spin once before your tires are dead. It's something to behold.
Yeah. So what was your night like tonight personally? Like how did you feel out there?
I knew I want to be quick, so I wanted to try and get my pole, but Braden pipped me by like less than a tenth. Good on him, but and it was annoying because I got bought because it was an open. We had a little spicy quali with an open set, and I was I think I was a tenth up my last lap, but I just caught traffic in the S's, and that was it. But I started P2. I knew what pace I needed to run to keep the tires alive. So when I saw Braden just book off into the distance, like, be patient, be restrained. He will come back to me. Right. As a race car driver, you just want to go chase him. But I was like, no, just be patient.
Yeah.
Sure enough, 15 laps in, he slowly came back to me. And he defended. We had a cool little battle. Got past him, and then I realized, oh, hold on. There's a car behind me catching me. Shit, I got to defend. And then that just amped up the more concentration when the tires are more worn. You just so little throttle just to get it off the line, but 1% too much goes around. So it was fun. I wish I did some officials this week because that driving this thing on the road is completely different.
Yeah, no, we saw a few of the oval guys specifically who run ovals really struggle on the road, and we saw the road guys kind of shine a little bit tonight. And look, it wasn't surprising to see the battles sort of come later in the race, based on that tire. Like you're saying, you see your competitor drive away, you want to go and chase him, but you also know you got to look after the tires. So, in that aspect, it was a good race from the box here to watch. I know it was a lot of fun up here, but I only imagine how much fun it was in the cabin of that truck, mate.
No, it was tons of fun. Also, I will apologise. My mic is currently dying, and a new one is on its way.
Yeah, that's all right. I think Dylan Gray's sending you two anyway, mate, so don't worry about it. But look, I know you're one who's enjoyed this series. We've spoken to you multiple times this series. You love this stuff. It would be a no-brainer to see you back next season. But are we going to see a red or a blue banner on your truck next season?
Well, it all depends what happens with these provisional points. I personally want to keep the fixed because I can't be bothered with setup, so I come in and drive what's given to me. But yeah, I reckon I'll keep it blue.
You reckon you'll what? You cut out this then.
I do apologize. I reckon I will keep a blue banner one for next season.
Oh, blue banner. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're liking this working hard stuff. I honestly thought you would have stepped into the red banner and had a good crack at it, mate. But
well, I am against the other blue banners. It's not about that, right?
Well, I have just got official announcement from the directors, and Kyle, you are going to be P2 in the Open Series by 8 points. So
that's
well
close.
done, mate. We won't say too much more until a little bit later on, but I can say you finished P2 with 8 points off the number, mate. So congratulations on that. You really showed that the fixed guys can mix it up and just consistency. You don't need to win, but you just need to be consistent. So well done, buddy.
That's it. It's how championships can be won.
So now is the time that you get to shout out all those new sponsors for your brand new team, and this is a fantastic result for you and those guys. So take it away.
Of course, hopefully my mic allows me to, but I want to thank Billy and Motorsports, Bullring Motor Group, Race Lab Overlays, Dr. Epoxy, Next Level Racing, WRS Graphics, and Turn In Race Appeal. I want to thank all of those, and obviously Billy for having me. And of course, I want to thank CFR and all of the boys out on track. Wouldn't be a show without all of them.
Yeah, no, well said, Cole. And mate, like I said, we look forward to seeing you back for season 2 to possibly defend or attack on those championships, my friend. So good racing this season, and we'll see you back here next season.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Cole. All right. Now, this next bloke, we're normally talking to him as a winner, Tyler. We're normally talking to Jason Holdsworth as a winner, but Jason, we're talking to you as P3 tonight, mate. How was that?
That's a win in my books. Like, I before this week, right? Let's be honest. Like, let me give you the facts. Before this week, I haven't run a road race. Except for, I ran the Daytona 24-hour last year, but before that, it had been another year before that. So essentially 2 years since I've done a road race. So I'm happy with P3.
Mate, that's... No, go on, Tom. Go on, mate.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a phenomenal effort. We obviously, the boys ahead of you a bit more used to a circuit-like track, but what were your thoughts of Sonoma? I know a lot of drivers found it really hard tonight. What about yourself?
It's tough, Sonoma, just because the truck is so unweighted in so many acceleration spots. It's really easy to bin it. That's why it's such a tough track. But obviously the guys that are fast, like Dylan was very fast today and very competitive. Once you get it, you just drive off. So well done to him. There's a massive effort, and yeah.
Yeah, would you say that this is one of the most difficult races that you've done for a long, long time, or is there ovals tracks out there that bring out better driving for you?
Ovals, I'm just comfortable. In almost any situation I get into, I know how to recover and keep my speed up. I know if I've gone into the corner a little bit too hard, I know how to fix it in the mid-corner and still get off quickly. In road, I don't know if you saw my few incidents.
One of them, yeah.
There's times where I don't know how to recover, and obviously stuff happens. So it's just experience when it comes down to it. That's all it is. Road racing is always going to be tough for oval races.
Yeah, well, we definitely was watching you live. It was one of the moments with Bryce Meddens and a slower car as well, going to turn 5 into the right-hander. You obviously, not on purpose, just accidentally tagged Bryce and he's battling around. What was going through your mind in that moment?
I was surprised. I think it was Darren on the outside. I was surprised he accelerated out. So I sort of overreacted and turned right a little bit more. Didn't know how much room I had on the outside. I had originally thought Darren was just going to pull over and sit there. I didn't realise we'd end up becoming 3 wide. So I just wasn't prepared to be 3 wide on the exit there. And I stuffed up and made the mistake and turned into Bryce, which is my fault.
Yeah, well, we obviously seen the replay, and Bryce went a little bit loose. My opinion is that he thought he had the advantage on the exit and stepped on the accelerator, but as everyone said tonight, if you put too much accelerator, your rear end comes loose. So I think you got away with that one, thankfully. But currently you came into tonight in P3 in the championships, 13 points behind the leader. What was your thoughts for this season?
Was I?
What was
I
your
didn't
thoughts?
even know. I missed 3 races. I haven't even been looking at the championship points. I didn't know I was that close.
Yeah, you came in P3 only 13 points from the leader.
I missed 3 races, so that's a good effort. So,
Yeah, well,
I'm happy
you had
with that.
4 wins.
Was
You
it
had
only
4
3?
wins.
Don't forget at Bristol you didn't race. That's 4, mate.
Yeah.
So you're 4 races off the
4.
pace. Yeah. 4 races off.
I wasn't looking. I was just here to have fun, which I've been doing. So, I haven't looked at it. So, yeah, it's a pretty good effort if I miss 4. I don't even really know. I'd have to have a look at how many I missed. So,
Yeah, no, it's 4 races. I can see it in the Sim Racing Hub. You had Bristol, and then you had 3 weeks that you missed together. So
when I was overseas.
Yeah, so for you to be in that position, mate, I mean that's just a fair effort. So, well done.
Yeah. Thank you. Don't know what to say. I was never thinking about it. So, that's pretty good effort in the end, I suppose. Missing 4 races.
Yeah, no, well done, mate.
So, who do you want to thank for bringing you out on a Monday night?
This week it has to go to Coca. We've spent a lot of time this week. Well, he's helped me a lot. On Tuesday, I was doing 120, 121s. And in practice, I don't know if you saw the practice times, I actually did my fastest lap ever, which was a 16.3. So a 4-second, improvement over the week. I'll take that. I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, as you should be, mate. As you should be. It was a fair effort. I mean, I know you said last week you weren't looking forward to it, but mate, that was a good drive tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm still not looking forward to another road course.
Well, you haven't told him yet, have you, Rob?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about, Tyler. We've got to get Jason out of here, mate. We've got to get him out. And next one, mate.
No worries. Thanks, boys. I'll catch you later.
There is actually 2 road tracks next season, mate. So gear up.
Did I tell you I was going to Singapore those weeks?
Hey, they could be your 2 drop rounds, mate. Depends on when they fall in the calendar. So you'll have to get your eyes out for that.
I'm actually moving on the 30th, so I'm going to miss a couple of weeks. I'm probably going to miss 4 weeks next season, unless you want to put the road courses when I'm away.
Well, we can't really manipulate the calendar, but I don't know, mate. You just have to see.
Hey, it's not out yet. You can stop manipulating if it hasn't been released.
Oh, Jason, it's always good to chat with you, buddy. Always good for a laugh. And hey, look, we hope to see you back up the point again next season.
Yeah, I'll be there. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get Mr. Chris Bleakley in here. Chris, mate, what a race tonight, P2, and what a season.
It's good race. Didn't get as much practice as I would have liked, but that's always the case. I only got home from holidays yesterday afternoon, so I think that's pretty good with the lack of preparation compared to some of my other competitors. But yeah, I'm pleased.
P2 with with only such little practice in the last 24 hours, I reckon that's a phenomenal effort, and you should be really proud with tonight's racing. P2 was phenomenal.
Yeah, I worked on race pace rather than 1 lap pace. I knew I was never going to get that, and Dylan had some mega pace there. But the back half of that race, I was chipping away at him, but unfortunately, I let him get too far away in the first half. That it was never going to happen, and traffic played a big part tonight as well.
Yeah, obviously, traffic was a massive game because you were battling for P2 with your teammate Bryce Meddens and Jason Holdsworth as well. Within the few laps that you were battling with them, what was going through your mind during that moment?
I was not really pushing for most of that race. Even when I caught up to Bryce, I was just gonna stay there if we had decent pace, because by that stage we'd actually started chipping away at Dylan's lead. Like Race Labs was telling me, we were gaining between half and a second a lap when there wasn't traffic. So I was just like, oh, that's what it's going to be, because we sort of let Dylan go. We thought, well, tyres are critical on this thing. If he wants to pump out low 16s and burn his tyres, we'll let him go and do it. But didn't quite think he was going to get that big of a lead. So we're never going to catch him in the end anyway. But at that stage when we were battling with Bryce and Jason, I was sort of just sitting there just trying to take it easy. Bryce made it easy for me and sort of gassed it up a little bit and showed me the opening, and I just put up the inside of him. So and then they had an unfortunate incident with the lap car, but that was the race really. It was focus on maintaining your tyres and then dodging cars with lap traffic. So
no, I think everyone did a phenomenal job to try and keep it as clean as possible. Obviously, you know that tonight was a lot of difficulties with trying to control the car under the throttle. It's a bit different to a normal road car, on the circuit. These NasTrucks are a complete different animal. What's your thoughts? Would you be happy with more road circuits like this, or would you rather stick with the ovals?
I don't mind if they throw in relevant road races. Obviously, the trucks run it in the real series, so I'd say if you kept it to the series tracks that they run in real life, like Sonoma and the Glen, and that'd be doesn't bother me. I mean, I want to pursue the oval a little bit more, but happy to do whatever's thrown at me, sort of thing. Love to do it more.
No, that's better. So what about this season? What's are you happy with the way how this season's been, and you believe that you improved along the way?
Yeah. I've been the boys, Matt, Pete, Rob, yourself. You've all done a pretty good job of the great job of the season. It was a good season, especially something new like that. Obviously had its teething issues with people adjusting to the pace differentials of the two classes and whatnot. And also a lot of inexperience, me included, hadn't really done any oval racing at the start of this season. Only really done speedway, which was good for the first round because it was dirt, and then other than that, it was counted for nothing. So, I mean, I put myself out of the championship just by my mistakes early on in the season, picking up silly penalties. But I've learnt, and I feel like if I didn't have those penalties, I was definitely a top contender. So, move on, and next season should be a good one.
Yeah, I believe in the points. I haven't got the updated version yet, but I've seen before coming into this race, you were in P7, but with this result, finishing P2, it should put you into the top 5, so I think that's a phenomenal effort on your end.
Still stays in P7.
Yeah, I think the points are finished as they are now, so I'm sitting point P7. And if you look at it, my penalties really gave it away for me. Like if I didn't have those penalty points, I'd be second overall. Which shows you, the mistakes I made, which I own. I own it. I made them. So, but that comes with learning. You don't. You learn more from failure than you do from winning all the time. So I'll take it, and hopefully next season we can fight back a bit more.
That's good. Who do you want to thank for obviously your team, and who helps you get out on the track every week?
Yeah, just like to thank MX Wraps. Give the team a lot of support. And they've been with us now for a fair while now, and always checking in and making sure we're going good. So big thanks to them. Thanks to the rest of the team. They helped myself, helped each other. I don't think any of us would have made the improvements we did without the team being around us. So Glenn, Braden, Bryce, big shout out to Scott Rankin. He's been helping us as well. Jace also has given us a few tips along the way. So thanks to Jason as well. So yeah, and thanks to the rest of the competitors. It was a good season and looking forward to the next one.
Thank you very much, and yeah, hopefully we see you back next season, and hopefully a bit more luck on your side in the championship.
Yep, I hope so. Picked up a win, so there wasn't that many people that picked up wins this season because Jace got so many. So I've got a win to my name, so that's good.
Hey, you get a win in this league, mate, with the likes of the drivers in there, mate. It's definitely something you can take to the trophy cabinet and be proud of.
Yeah, so for next season, the tip for you guys is put dirt on every track, and I should be good.
I agree with you on that one,
Yeah,
mate.
no, let's not talk dirt. No, well done, Chris. Good season, mate. We look forward to seeing you back next season and competing up there with the boys and trying to put your name up on that trophy.
No worries. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Chris.
You too.
All right. Time to talk to this young man. I didn't want to talk to him. He should have a one-lap penalty, but this kid, Dylan Gray, take a bow, son. That was a fantastic drive tonight. Very clinical. Well done. You got the top step tonight, and, you know, with really big margins too. It was a 23-second gap at the end, so take us through the night.
Literally look after the tyres for the whole race, but I think from about lap 6, from green flag to lap 6, I just pushed it to its limit without sliding the truck every corner, and then caught up to lap traffic, just waited until they made the pass, made it easy for me to get through, and pretty much just drove it to the end, and then got an engine bill to pay.
Yeah, well, clinical is not usually a word we put into a sentence with Dylan Gray. We normally have that with Jason Holdsworth, as he's usually the one flying past everybody. But tonight, you had the pace. You led practice. You led quali. You never looked in the rearview mirror, mate. You were out there and fast tonight. Must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was good to get to go up against like Jason, Chris, Bryce, and all those ones. They were there. They were catching me in that when I think my left rear started falling off through a couple of corners, and then I think once they started getting into their little battles for the other steps on the podium, I just pulled that gap back and pretty much just kept it clean. Didn't want an incident point or a safety car.
You know, you did get through tonight with no incident points as well, so that was a fair effort. You weren't necessarily in the championship hunt at all, but you still had a good dig at it. Are you looking forward to next season?
Next season's going to be a bit interesting in that hopefully we have a few more road courses so I can be up the front instead of the ovals.
So we got plenty of the opposite. We got plenty saying, give us more dirt, give us more ovals, give us more road. You're making it hard for the directors to put a calendar together.
Yeah, I like making it hard.
But yeah, no, it was a good drive by you tonight, mate. I know you put a lot of work in this week in preparation for this. So do you put the result down to the preparation, or you just put it down to just sheer luck and talent?
A lot of practice I did over the couple of days. I think in the last 2 days I probably did about 120 to 200 laps.
Yeah, so again, preparation was key to success tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fluke it without any practice.
No, like I said, I know you put a lot of work in this week. You know, you've been sort of on and off the radio to me most of the week, but you know, it was good. It's just good to see the good drive. And look, I'm surprised because I thought a lot of the boys might have been waiting for you to come back, or when they didn't see you come back, I thought a few of them might have tried to press on and catch up. But I think they're probably waiting for your tyres to die off, mate. Is that just what do you put that down to? You just the way the preparation shaped for you this week, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I did have a plan before the race to pit about halfway through the race for a new set of tyres. So about lap 15, 16, and that got to those laps, and the tyres were all good.
Yeah, right.
Good still, and then just pressed on to the end.
Yeah, right. Well, mate, first thing you got to do for me in the off season is go into your SDK and fix your hometown for me because it's wrong.
Yes. I
And the second thing you can do is I'm waiting to please had grown since we yeah, no, his head has grown, Buffer. We don't need to know about that, but we'll let Dylan give the shout outs. Clearly the new team structure for you is working and paying a bit of dividends there and getting you sort of where you are now, but mate, give the shout outs to who you need to.
Big shout out to all the guys at STM Motorsports.
SLM, mate.
SL.
Oh, just as well the boss isn't around.
Oh, he's probably listening.
Oh, he will be.
Matt for the good, awesome paint on the truck. Also my mentor who's been helping me in the backgrounds as well.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. You coming back next season, mate? Are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, definitely coming back next season, but different car number, so no more single digit, will be a double digit number.
Yeah, well, you can't fly the number one because you didn't win the championship.
No, if I had my way, I would.
Yeah, it would be awesome. Well, mate, we won't hold you up. Congratulations on the win tonight. Get out there with the new team. Go and celebrate that. That's a fair effort. And like I said, 23-second margin at the end there. Absolute phenomenal drive. I'm sure that'll be one that'll go up on the highlights reel for a while to come yet.
Yeah, probably until next season.
What, you going to go better?
or until this Friday where I've spin it 17 times.
Yeah, no, I think this one will still sit higher up on the mantle, mate. So well done tonight. Good drive, and we'll see you later in the week.
Yeah, Wednesday. Not
Cool.
looking forward to it.
You'll be fine, mate. Look at the skill you showed tonight. You'll be fine.
Probably.
Yeah, no, good work tonight, Dylan. Go and celebrate with the teammate, and we'll talk to you later on.
See ya.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, Buffer, just before we go into a little intermission and come back, do you realise that you actually finished the race? Just to poke at you, mate. Just to poke at you. All right, guys. We're going to throw up the quick intermission screen. Don't go away, because when we come back, we're going to have our championship title-winning drivers for Season 1, so don't go away.
It disappeared.
Thank you, Rob.
That's quite the feat, mate. First championship for the fixed trucks in your bag. So on screen right now is showing that exact image. So well done.
Oh, big thank you. It was good. It was a long season, but it felt long. It was only 10 weeks, but it felt long. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed trying to keep with the open guys. Coming 8 points short in the end, so I nearly took it.
Yeah, you're 8 points short from the double championship, so that would have been a stellar effort if you could have made that, mate. But I know from myself and the CFR boys, it's a massive congratulations to you for that effort this season, and we really do look forward to seeing you back next season for another crack at it.
Yeah, I'll certainly be back. Sadly, I can't use the number 1, but I'll keep my current number.
You can't use the number 1. Well, you could technically, but you'd have to get the CFR approval. But yeah, no, that's.
It all depends if the actual number 1 wants to use it.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it'll all depend on that. But Tyler, you got anything to add for Kyle, mate?
No, I just got to say it's absolutely amazing how widespread your talent is. No matter what car you're going to, you're very competitive, and you should be very happy with getting. Well, not only winning the fix, but only being 8 points away from the overall championship. Well done on that.
Thank you, Tyler. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, no, you should be, mate. Your talents have risen through this field and put you right there for the pointy end for a few weeks now. So, mate, that's an awesome effort. Take that one back to Vermilion and get those boys dancing and throwing a party. And like I said, we look forward to seeing you back in season 2.
Sure do. Sure will, I should say. But there was one race where I had a packet loss, and I can't stop thinking about it now.
Yeah, because it would have just brought you back in that window, mate. It's unfortunate.
Would have been close. Oh, well.
Would have been a good challenge, mate. So well done. Hey, yeah, like I said, mate, go and celebrate with the team. That's a fantastic effort for this season. And enjoy the 3-week break, mate. And we are back on the 10th of July.
Yep, another big thanks to everybody who puts us all together, and I will see you then.
Excellent. Thanks, Kyle. Right, now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you our Open Series champion by 8 points, Darren Robb. Mate, you snuck that one home by the skin of your teeth. Take us through your night.
Yeah, mate, I actually thought the Kyle won because I got involved with a couple of guys. No fault for spinning that, and yeah, I thought he had like 2 points, but anyway, that's racing, and yeah, no, it was good racing, good season.
No, you got that by 8 points, mate, overall, so well done.
So, no, yeah, that's good racing. It just proves the fix and open do well together, and just, comes down to the last race, so.
Yeah, exactly. Tyler, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, tonight's obviously the first and only track that was on the circuit. Is it your weakness, or?
Probably, it's not a strong point of mine, but my actually Mrs. Jason holds it for legs. I'm actually going to Nitro for next season or tomorrow. I said, mate, I need to help get some more speed, because I was doing 1 minute 20s, and I got down to a 1:18.3 or something. Oh, that'll do. That's close. Well, we'll see how we go with that. So,
but fair enough. No, I mean, you done a tremendous job. You took a win. Not many people have won during the season, because Jason stole almost all half of them. But 7 top 10s, 4 top 5s. I think you've done an awesome job this season, and hopefully you come back next season bigger and stronger.
Yeah, well, that's a plan. Like, that's sort of what I'm going to Nitro boys and get some help, a little bit of coaching, and just how to adjust the ups better, and make himself faster and whatnot, and know how to save tyres, and know when to push and when to sort of not push and that sort of stuff. So that should be good.
Yeah, mate. Absolutely.
Thank you, boys. And yeah, great season. Great from you guys to stream, admin, everyone involved. Just up and up from here, I guess. So
yeah, the hard part's you driving, mate. Not us doing anything.
I got back up next season now. So
yeah, that's right. You're back up. So you're going to come back as a defending champion, but mate, you better shout out the current team and who give them all the shout outs, because we didn't hear from you tonight because you were a little bit further down the pack, but you still managed to cling on. So Give them all a big shout out, mate.
Definitely all the boys out Discord, Kiwi boys, all the boys at RKM who are actually leaving to go Nitro. I think all those guys, Ryan, Rocky, Kyle, there's like 10 or 12, 15 guys who help so much. So, yeah, big thank you to them, especially on their short track setups. They're absolutely the bomb. So, and yeah, that's the only reason I'm going to Nitro is that the time difference, being the American team, whereas Nitro guys got Jason and Gareth and that. And more those guys are on more at like the times I'm on, so it makes it easier for me and yeah. So no, that's good. So
yeah, no, well done, mate. Awesome drive this season. We can't wait to see you come back and defend it next season, mate. Look, what can I say? Go out there, enjoy that, and we'll post these out in the social medias for all to see. So well done, buddy.
Thank you very much, guys. And yeah, great series, and yeah, just go on next season and get more numbers and get rocking.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, Darren. All right, mate. We got a 3-week break now in the trucks, and we are back on July 10. So look forward to seeing you then.
All right. Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Tyler, that's going to bring us to an end.
Yeah, well, it's not a fully end. We've still got 2 more nights of racing this season.
Yes, we do. We do have 2 nights. We've got our Tin Tops Wednesday night. They are coming to us live from Zandvoort, which is going to be a stellar circuit. I know a few of the guys are not looking forward to that. I think, Tyler, you were one saying that you're not really keen on that track.
Yeah, it's not a Formula 1 car, so a little bit distant.
And then Friday night, for our wrap-up of the season, we are heading out to Watkins Glen in those Formula 4s, and I know that is a fan favourite. I know the boys love that a lot. So, Tyler, from all of us here at CFR, thank you so much for jumping in this season in the Combox and coming and sharing some of the races with us, and we look forward to seeing you out there on the coming nights.
Thank you very much for everything that you guys have done and all the effort that you put into it.
Yeah, no, you guys are more than welcome, and look, it's just a stellar testament to what's being achieved at CFR this season with the numbers that we're getting. The racing is absolutely astounding, and the just the camaraderie that you boys are showing amongst yourselves is fantastic as well. So keep it up. As a driver, mate, I'd love to see you there. And, mate, if you're ever around for season 2 and you want to jump back in this Combox, you just let me know, buddy, and it's all yours.
Cheers for that. Thank you very much.
All right. And for all our fans at home, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been our NasTrucks for Monday night. As we said, don't go anywhere because the rest of the week is action-packed with more announcements for our Season 2 schedule. And what's coming up, also what's returning, what isn't returning, and just in general, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. Don't forget, if you haven't already joined the Discord and you want to get in racing and come and join us, please hit the Discord links. Come and join our Discord. Register for the racing. As Tyler will tell you, it is good racing, it's hard racing, it's clean racing, and you build a little family along the way. So thank you so much, everybody. Take care of yourselves, look after your fellow racer, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday night. Bye-bye for now.